once again.
Hello again, it's Jimmy here at O'Reilly's Mobile Mechanics, and we have a Vauxhall Corsa here. We're going to change the front coil springs. First thing I'm going to do is get the bonnet open there. Just pull off this rubber. Take off that. Take off these little rubber caps here. Now we can get off these 13mm bolts here from the wiper arms. So we've got 1 and 2 there. We'll just push down on the wiper arm, up and down. We should be able to get them off. Just come into one of the corners here, get our fingers under. We can just pop that up all the way along. Once we flip this over, we'll have the windshield wiper there, washer hose. We'll just disconnect that. So now with the plastic out of the way there, we can see the top bolt for the shock absorber strut. Wire brush on my drill here, just to clean that up. We'll use some oil on it. Now you just use a jack here. We've got the car raised up and we're going to get the wheel nuts off. Now we've got the wheel off here. We've got access here to these 2 bolts. We'll get these off, and then we have the drop link here we can get off, and then we can get out this coil spring here. It's broken. So I've got a axle stand underneath the wishbone there. I'm just going to lower the jack a little bit onto it. Just lowered it down so it's sitting on there, and that just gets the stress off of this, so it's not pulling on it down. Now we can use a open end ratchet there, socket, but we're going to use one of these go through socket sets. This is from Laser here, and we're just going to use this on it, so we can get that over the over that bolt there, and then we can get a 7mm 1/4 inch into the center there, and now we can open this. So with the axle stand under there, what that does there is, you see, like, it's got some pull on it there. It's trying to pull downwards on it, and you can't pull that out. But if we adjust the jack slightly, and then you can see there, that's leveled itself out, and now we can just get it straight out. Okay, so we just opened those 2 bolts there, put them on the floor there. We can just work that off there. Just pulled off all of the cables there, the hoses and cables, sorry, and now that's just ready to pull up from the top there. Now I'm going to use a 18mm flexible head ratchet. Just get that over the top of that. Then we'll use a 9mm 1/4 inch on the top here of this. Now we can just open that. So with that bolt there off now, that just leaves you with the loose leg arm here, and we can get that out. So we've now got the coil spring there, put in our clamp, spring clamp. I'm going to use a recessed 18mm spanner and a 9mm on the top there. Get that wound all the way out. Take the bolt out, remove the top mount. Now we just release that pressure there, so to release the pressure from the spring. We can just pull that boot off then, and we can get the spring out. You can see the end of it there where it's broken. That's a snapped spring there, just snapped. Got a new spring here, and if you look at the top end, it's relatively flat there compared to that end, which is not. So that's the bottom and that is the top. So I'm going to sit it down and rest it up against that little recessed part there. Just need to try and align this up so I can get the cup on there. but I can sort of move it about with my hand a bit and just pump it up so it's so we've got some sticking above there, and we can get the top mount on there. I'll just wind that on by hand a little bit up, and we'll feed it up through the top all the way up until we can see it popping out here, just like that. So we've just got those bolts back on there. Now we just need to align this one back up again by releasing some pressure on the jack, and we should just get it to sit nicely. Just about there. So we've got it level with the hole there. Now we've got that in line. That's just bolted up in exactly the same way we took it off. Now we're back at the top. We're going to put the bolt back on here, just like that, and we can tighten that back up again. And as the top of it's not moving, we can just tighten it by hand for a minute until the top starts moving, and we can hold that with our little 9mm there again. Here's where we'd have some controversy, I suppose, is do you or don't you change the springs in pairs? You know, do you recommend that or not? I mean, I know most massive companies will say yeah, they recommend changing both. Personally myself, I say no. I don't really recommend changing both at the same time, unless you've got you know, a budget that you're not really fussed about spending extra money on it. But obviously the other side is prone to fail. Personally myself, I'd just replace the other side if it was my car when the other side breaks. So that could be a few weeks, or it could be a few years down the line. But I'd rather just replace it when it needs it. But this customer himself, he's asked me specifically to change both springs, so we're going to change both. But I suppose everyone's got a different opinion on that. Of course, there are some benefits to changing both at the same time. If you know they're both going to last pretty much the same length of time then, and you're not going to have any sort of unexpected breakdowns in the near future with this. Yeah, this is it's all pretty much the same job from this side, so we're going to finish up, then we'll just put all this back on, and we will see you next time.